Hello, this is Dr. Dave Masnack talking to you about reciprocity.com. The E is written with a 3. And in this particular video, I actually wanted to talk to you about starting your research topics in your PhD, where to actually start with a research topic. So this is probably geared a little bit more towards business administration or people that are doing strategy or innovation or something like that in business administration. I'm a professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship, but it is really relevant to anybody that is trying to do a PhD and thinking about doing a PhD. That's why I created the whole Reciprocity project, was to help out other people, and that's why I put out these Monday Write videos on YouTube to help you out as much as possible with writing. So, and this is largely things that have this is advice that has been passed along to me and stuff that I've learned along the way during my PhD. So I'm just trying to share this knowledge and make sure it's freely available. So, how do you actually start your research topics, or where do you actually begin to start thinking about particular research topics, whatever you're looking into? The key is actually to be writing down little notes all the time. So it's not thinking about, this big grand idea or anything like that, but it's sitting down and just doing little short ideas and writing those down. So every once in a while, throughout the day, you're going to get some ideas, whatever it is, and just write that down and continuously keep doing that. So whether it's a paragraph, a couple of paragraphs, just keep writing those things down. And what ends up happening that I've learned when you do this is, at the beginning, nothing really makes sense with what you're writing, but it is this kind of iterative process where you write some idea down and you think about it. You then go and go read some material on it. Maybe it's a couple of papers, maybe it's a half a dozen to a dozen different papers on this particular thing. And then you end up rewriting some more information about that particular thing down. And you continuously keep doing that. It's this very iterative, cyclical process that you constantly keep iterating through. And pretty soon you start writing enough material and you start putting pieces together. It's all about these kind of little pieces of the puzzle and putting those little pieces of the puzzle together. And once you get enough of those pieces of the puzzle together, you start having kind of this idea that's bigger and better than you thought it was going to be. And the goal then eventually is, so you have all these pieces of the puzzle, all these little notes all over the place, and you might have 100 of them, and it's just a big mess in this piece of paper. But then the goal, once you have all these little pieces written down, you actually start assembling them and putting them together and make a bigger, sort of more coherent idea as you have that. And it only happens, it only starts when you actually get this material written down slowly and surely. And then what you end up doing is for me, when I'm writing, so my goal, or what we have to do, is write about between 30 and 40 pages. That's what an article, average research article is in my field, is somewhere around there. So I end up writing probably 100 pages, and then you end up cutting out all of this material until you have something that's a little bit more coherent. And after that, you keep cycling through until you have something that is very good, that you would be very proud about with having your name to it. So that's the key thing, is to be constantly on the lookout for these ideas and writing them down. And so what you're doing, and if you didn't realize what you're doing when you do this kind of strategy, is your research topics are stuff that really interest you. So I get a lot of inspiration from things around me and incidents that happen to me every single day. And those help to inform my particular ideas. So it's both informed from the literature and the idea that you're choosing and what you're looking at, but it's also informed by you and your personal interests. And so it's this iterative process where you're coming up with these sort of quirky things that are happening around you, and you continuously build those and make a more coherent picture with those particular quirky ideas that happen around you, those incidents that happen around you. And pretty soon you have this really cool document together that you're interested in. It motivates you to keep going, and it's not really this sort of daunting, scary thing that you're doing. So that's all I wanted to talk about today for this Monday Write series. I put out stuff every single Monday about writing and helping you out to finish your research within business administration. So you could check out some of those past videos, but hopefully you find this interesting. That's all I have to say. Oh, by the way, make sure you do subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as well, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. All right, take care. Bye.